Now, good morning and welcome back again. Today we are going to talk about another section, which is partial derivative, and this one is related actually to the differential equation subject. So in case if you understand, or if you try to understand more, especially for those students that they want to take differential equation, it will be better for them. Look at here, we have a definition of the what do you say? Definition of derivative or partial derivative was changed. Before in calculus 1 we have a df over dx, but now change it to what? Now change it to partial. Okay, change it to partial x to partial y, to partial f to partial x, for example. So what's the difference? And instead of in the calculus one, we have a f of x is equal, for example, x. We say y prime, or we say df over dx. Why? Because my function f is dependent on x. But in calculus 2, in cal 2, you can see we have what? We have f of xy, for example, equal to x squared of y. In here I cannot say d because not only one, it's partial. My function depends on the two independent. Okay, Kaka? So in that case we say is partial f we say is equal to partial f partial f over partial x. And at the same time, my function also can be derived by what? Partially by y. Clear? Did you understand? Good. Now, later on we see how to do it. So here's the definition. Here's the definition. Here's the symbol of the derivative. Maybe you can say partial f by partial x, or you can say by partial sub x. When you saw f sub x means that derivative by x. When you saw f sub y means that derivative by y. And you know your function contains at least x and y. Is that clear, dear? Is that clear for you? Hello? Good. Anything? Anything else? Now look at here. This is the example. We try to find this example. We try to find this one to what? To find the derivative of them. So we have a fxy is equal to x squared. Fxy is equal to x squared. A 3xy, okay, plus y minus 1. Right? That's for sure. So now find fx. When I say fx, yes. So 2x. When we say derivative by x, in your mind, please listen to me, in your mind, put y or count y as a number. Understood? So tell me, before we are going to solve this example, tell me, if you have, for example, if you have f of x equal to 2x, you say what? You say f prime equal to what? 2, right? But in fxy, if you have yx, and I say find fx, you say what? You say is equal to y. Can you imagine that, dears? Huh? No? put y when we are in the xy function, when we have a multivariable function, okay, or two variables and more. When your derivative is by x, so other variables like y will be like number. وقت جمارة سيديكي حسابي بو y بوناكي. A derivative of here is by x. Derivative of x is equal to what? 1. How about y? Nothing. For example, my fxy equal to y squared x squared. So fx, I say what? Kaka. Exactly. Thank you. Right? How about f by y? Now change it in your mind. X is number, y is variable. So tell me about is equal to what? I say is equal to 2y x squared. Now it's clear. Do you have any problem? Good. Now go back to my example. So my partial by x, so of course is equal to 2x. Now 3y is number in my mind because derivative by x. So derivative of x is equal to what? 1. Okay. How about derivative of y? Huh? 1. No. No. So here is equal to what derivative of y? 1? 0. Why? Because y and 1 in my mind is the same. Because my derivative with x, so y is number, I told you. So derivative of 2 is equal to what? 0. Derivative of, so minus 0. You got it, dear? Hello? Shall I repeat it, Kaka? Now, fy equal to what? X is number. Now, in the second line, x is number. So derivative of x squared, 0, exactly. Derivative of 3xy, x is number. So I say 3x. Y is derivative of y? 1, thank you. Plus derivative of y? 1. Derivative of number? 0. Now it's easier, right? So first example, you did well actually. Because sometimes you confuse how y is number, no, it's y number. Now again x number, so you need to control. Clear, dears? Did you understand what I say? Hello? Good. So how about if, for example, if I say find the derivative f of xy equal to 5x minus y squared at 0 and 1. Can you do it? Sure. So I say fx equal to 5. Am I right? Fy equal to minus 2y. So I put 0 and 1, or let me have x squared to be more nice example. Yallah help me. It will be what? 10x minus 0. So I can put what? I don't like an example. Let me change it, please. Sorry. Esta. Again, yalla. Fx is equal to what? 10x minus y squared. Am I right? Hello? So put 0 and 1. 0 instead of x. 1 instead of y. Clear? Hello? Good. How about fy? Negative 2xy. You are right. So put 0 and 1. I will get what? 0. I think clear. Just put the number. Substitute the number that you have. Anything else, dear? Hello? Anything else? Nothing else? Good. Okay, so look at this example. Y sine xy. So my function has z equal to y sine of xy. I changed what? Instead of calling fxy, I say z. Am I right? Instead of calling zx, can I do like that? Hello? It's clear. If you don't like it, change it to f in your mind. So both of them are true. Good. Now give me fx. F sub x means that partial derivative by x. Yalla. Day. Y is number. Derivative of sine? Now, derivative of angle by x. So I get what? Y. Clear? Clear, dears? Good. Now, tell me about derivative of what? Yes, f sub y. So, y is not a number. Now, y. So we have what? We have two functions. First, derivative of the second. Am I right? Yx. Because, look at here. Because derivative of the angle now by y. Clear. Plus second derivative of the first by y. Clear, dears? Hello? Kaka, clear? Really? So I'll get what? I'll get xy cosine xy plus sine xy. Do you agree with me? Hello? This is fy. Any question? Good. Now find, try this one to solve that one, please. Help yourself to solve this. Yalla. 2y, y cosine x. Z equal to 2y, y cosine of x. دي جماعة. Yalla, find both. First, find sub x. Two y. Let me pause my video. Yalla, dears. Let me bring the example and see what's going on. Yalla. Yes, fx. So my fx is equal to what? Yes. 0 over 0 plus or minus sine of x. Am I right? So I'll get what? 0. You got it? Yes. بيبقى مسارية. What do you mean يعني؟ بس يكون دون نقشة سيري كم؟ بدل يخو بس تو هالرقم دي هلا خازي جودة سيري كم؟ هذا شيء كرتة وانيا. Right? We have what? We have a fraction. So we say denominator square. Why? Yes, we have a fraction. Okay, you can do the same. You get it, the same. You can bring it to, he's right. You can bring it to up as a minus one, then minus one up. But later you'll bring it back. Seka. Let me do it by my way and I'm going to your way, okay? The same. To imagine what's going on. So first you say chi We have a fraction. Here square, why? Now, denominator, right? Multiply 0. تمام? Minus 2y derivative of denominator. So is equal to what? Minus sine of x. Clear. Now we multiply. We will get what? 1 minus cosine x squared over 0. That one will be 0. Then here will be what? Plus 2y sine of x. Am I right? Clear? Good. Now your way, your method, the same. What do you mean by the same? You have 2y, y cosine of x minus 1, right? So when you find the derivative, for example, you say what? This is then like a number. So I don't care. So derivative of here, you say what? Dekaka equal to what? You say minus 1 y plus cosine of x minus 2 a derivative of here by x, which is equal to minus cosine of x. Sine. So multiply minus sine of x. Tamam? So this one is what? You will get what? 2y minus multiply minus plus sine of x, y plus cosine of x to power minus 2. Then I can rearrange it. Am I right? And I will get what? Y plus cosine of x, the same. But instead bring it down, better to do like that. Up to you. If you like it, use your way. Nobody can say you are wrong. You got it, yes? We solve it by two methods. So, going back to example, Kaka. Yalla, by y. Hello? Yalla. They? Yes, by y. Fy, right? The same strategy. Fy equal to what? Here square, sorry. Denominator square. Y plus cosine x square. Denominator y plus cosine x. Multiply 2, you are right. Minus 2y multiply by y, I will get what? 1 plus 0. Why? Exactly, because it's x, or derivative is what? Is by y. I'll get what? Yalla جماعت 2y plus 2 cosine x minus 2y over, and you know, clear? That everything is written here for you. Anything? Hello? Easy for you, dears? For example, if I say find fx and fy at 2 and minus 1, can you do it? Yes. Put x and y here. Finally, only in the final step. The last step, put that one. Okay. Now, find this one. Yalla. What we have, and what was the question? Find what? Find partial z by partial x, or z sub x. Am I right? F sub x, z sub x. Can you tell me about something about that one? Do you have any idea about it? So let me do it together. يلا find z sub x يلا equal to what? آخر اللن يلا قال you can but we have a len, right, and we have a y. They let me give you clue. با clue که بمه بلگه که بمه شتکت بمه توزی مشک بکاتو در باری و بابته کاکا بو فانكشنك كامي انا وايا يعني اكسا سو اتوانم زد جا كامو ليره بلا زياده كاتا بو ان x plus y over y ايوه اللي نتي لكم no no let me give you some clue واصله ما بيننا okay find this one for me I'm with you at high school call one maybe call two no call one okay look y equal to x I'm derivative فكي شو أنا what عندي ونيا you saw that one good هم يواجهك أنا على غلط نسي okay how about that one why how about that one thank you 2y y prime 2x am I right it's called what that one and that one is called what بكوريج رازين yes thank you implicit derivative or implicit function داشوي خو بخو داتاشاي خو بخو because y is also function but has got square so y when we have an implicit when y is greater than 1 and y is inside the function inside the function for example sin xy يلا find the derivative 1 yeah I'm a calculus 1 you say y prime equal to what cosine xy a y dash 1 yeah derivative or inside derivative now okay alichi in calculus 1 I'm agadar but call to in something else uriaba because you have a partial now we see what derivative of first derivative of the second plus second derivative of the first am I right this is called implicit function do you remember that dears no obligation no problem good وانيا يعني functionك inside implicit يعني لناوى يعني خوبه خوبه أنا كرديكي so inside يعني شبكين so x y square is not only y وانيا so implicit يعني شبيالن لناو نخشيك ها sign وانيا sign كان قال لك إيشي x y إخو أتوانم بلهم y equal to something ها can I say y equal to something no is that direct صريحة no so that's what's called implicit ها لناوى package you got it the same word the same things true for as to the ascenter level what A the same thing is true for أما Z is the function why Z is implicit so when I say Z I remember in cal 1 y prime you can see here سيري أرجع توني حل كردوه سيري أرجع أود شيء وكو Z prime أجي خو ما but we don't have a Z prime you have what Z by X one year you know what I mean so Now I say f sub x, because we are talking about partial z or partial x or z sub x. So each time when I have a z, I should have what? Z prime. You remember? So each time when I have a z, I have a zx. Clear? As I'm very clear. So I say derivative of that one is number. Is number. I don't care about number. How about derivative of z? Zx, one yeah? Zx. How about minus? How about derivative of ln? I say ln is equal to 1 over z. But because I have z, I have what? Z prime. One yeah? Zx. Am I right? Then equal to derivative of x, derivative of y, 0. I'm going to repeat it because your eye say something. Why? Okay. So forget about z prime and things. Forget. Tell me about derivative of the left side. Right side. Is equal to what? By x. 1, 0. Clear? Hello? Okay. Now we are going to talk about the right side. So I got 1 plus 0. Because I have implicit here, I know each derivative, and y is number because I'm talking about x. Each derivative, when you take by z, it should be with a partial, like a z prime, like a zx. Now, derivative of ln, I know is equal to 1 over itself. Now I have again z prime, but by x. Clear, Jamaat? Hello? Good. You can see from here. Here's the things that we got. Then later I know you know how to organize. Take zx as a common. Take zx as a common. So I have a zx. It remains y minus 1 over z equal to 1. Am I right? Then I know how to find zx is equal to common denominator, multiply, common denominator, it will be zy minus 1 equal to 1. Then zx will be what? They? Why? Clear? Hello? لك شو هابر؟ أو تواني لما زد بابر؟ عادي ورا زدم. Okay, I agree with you 100%, but we can't. عادي ورا علي رزدم بابر جوا رجلا. عادي ورا رجلا. أو زد كدر كي يالي شيء يالي y minus لني z over z. أبي أوعي لكي. أي دواي؟ شو ما شيء لبكم أو زيادة. Why? You are right. A majority I would do it 100%, but there is no time, space to do like that. There is no way to do it. Clear, Kakajan? Agar shtiki awad habu kakadiyari. If in case, for example, another example, you have z square hatta plus zy equal to x plus y. Awa bala. Wanya? Wanya? Majority hai. Oh yes. أوقات تتوصل أويك بس هو implicit نيو explicit. When you say implicit, there is no way. باشا كاكا. لن sin z square أمانة أبدا implicit. You got it كاكا? Any questions? جماعات؟ طبعا أمانة شين أمانة ل point يكان. So the plane أو parabola find the slope tangent line at the pointer. We try to find the derivative, then put the numbers, points, then you will get the result. Can you solve Can you solve that one? يلا توانيهم بو حلكي partial f by partial x partial f by partial x. من أبرسيارة كمان. I don't care what's written in your lecture. Zero. X سكاي بشي؟ يعني result أكيد شيء؟ طبعا. أيوة زيادة بحسابي وناكي. Okay. بدواني حسابا بونا أكري أمان كرت. لا كاك فلا ما بويلة أنتيج نتشي أما W زيد نية function كم means that x y z like x y the previous ونية أما W أم function W جارا أمام هبو أو z equal to أما ونية يسمى W العقيبة x y ونما كواتل ليرة شون شد inputها أتوام ليرة سيبر سيارة اللي بكم وايا أشتوارم شوارة ميش اللي بكم شوارة ميش قرص كم نسري بونه منو شون how I can say W equal to W square y minus WZ plus ln of W أما تشيا أما implicit implicit تشيا 3 okay you got it or not كاتبه وريابي function أكا تشي نسراف f of what f of x y z أي أجر هيك منو نسيم z equal to x plus y أكثر زاني f x y هذا from the beginning of this chapter I mentioned that one we say we have a x let me repeat it for you again in cal 1 we say y equal to f of x equal to x بونمونا in cal 2 we say z equal to fxy, x square y square x for example. In also advanced calculus, sometimes we say w equal to x y z, one yeah, x square z plus ln of y. You got it. Here I can talk about y prime. Here I can talk about fx and fy. Here I can mention fx, fy, fz. Understood? Hello? Good. Implicit is what? Implicit here is z. Implicit here is w. Taken? Good. Going back to the example and solving together. Yalla. Sagarino example. Go not we ampute. Atwani Julian aggregate sariya shipping. يلا fx بابزان fx as he say x is the variable so derivative with x is equal to 1 أنا كان number ونيا so sine of y plus 3z is number أما لك شو من w هاي خوجة w نبغى أما نبغى أما هو implicit am I right you got my point good now we have what f sub y yalla x is number sine will be what cosine y plus 3z in here angle only y is the variable for me So multiply by what? By 1. Shall I repeat it? Hello? Please, if you don't understand, let me know. Good. Fz. Now, x is number. Derivative of sine? Cosine y plus 3z. Now, derivative of the angle, but z is the variable. So, thank you. Easy. What is near? But she with Yaktos, you need to exactly to set your mind to do whatever to know what's going on. That's it. حكينا بس هو يبت داني شيء وي بيري كله بكيته. حسي variable لكانك. سي نخشكتك. إذا W. أزانم كذا W X Y Z variable انبومن input. So column partial by F Y Z is number. Column partial by Y X to Z is a number. X أو بزيرو يعني plus 0. derivative فيك كدو زيمته. بقولم يك تنها Y is variable. column derivative by Z X Y number. أو كل رقم يصير ممكن. أما نخشيك Z ديتيا بس سابو نخشيك. derivative of sine is cosine. سيري إراكم derivative of angle كاكتا 0 plus 3 تا. أو 0 لكيو هاو. لبري حساب بواي ناكم. We are not dealing with Y. Why? Because we are in the 3 variables X, Y, Z. So my derivative by Z. So I'm going to neglect Y and X or can count as a number. Sorry. Okay. It's a Haman example. حلا كم ببقى do variable. Yes. Yes. When we have a W, we count X and Y and Z as a variable. When I have a Z, just I have only X and Y as a variable. هر سكان؟ نعم. وكو آخر أو كاتبه بنوسم أو implicit أبي كم implicit بويليت يبغي. For example أكيد بودا سكاري كم أبي بنوسم for example W equal to X cosine خوي أهانبو من أبي كم implicit أبي بيم شيء لكم أبي أيرا W دانم بونمونه يعني أبو كم بس square. You got it? So كاتعلم شيء هذا كي بأساني حليكم. I say what? I say جوان دي قتيبا find بأسانترين حلكم partial W by partial بدليخو X Y Z بدليخو let me equal to what? I say equal to 2Y. Am I right? You got it? أم بريج وكو X سابي بوكم so X تا فشو حل ما نكرونه clear good dears any question any things بعسيري كم yes question كاله شيء على أو دوزرو على أو دوزرو على اف أوانه وابن أما بدوزرو باشا يعني أما برسيارك أما W by Z أو برسيارك يعني partial F by partial Z أو أصلي برسيارك Y و 2 You got it? Okay. You wanna rest? Okay. But do not forget to wash your face. Now again we are at 14.3. So we have what? We are talking about continuity or partial with the partial derivative, and as well we have a higher derivative. So I'm going to talk about higher derivative. Look at here, Kakiji. Second order partial derivative. What do you mean by second order? Of course, if you, in calculus, when you have x, y equal to q plus 5x, if you say y prime is equal to what? Y, how about y double prime? One, yeah? Am I right? How about y triple? How about 4? You remember that. So this is called higher derivative, higher order derivative. From the second to more. So second derivatives, third derivatives, like the same thing is true for here. And instead of writing partial f by partial x, now we have partial f by partial x, but for the second time. Instead of fx, we have f sub double x. You got it? So when I have, for example, fx y, you know, we have a derivative by y and x. Which derivative? Partial derivative. Why? Because my function is what? Is depends on two or more variables. Good. Look at here. This is the symbol. You can see. Look. Partial by partial x. How about here? When you wrote down fyx means that, x means that first we took a derivative by y, second we took a derivative by x, and go on. The same thing is true for fy and fx. Okay. So when these two are equal, later on we are going to talk about them. Instead of talking, let we solve, right? Let we solve together. Yalla. I have what? I have x I have what? I have fxy. So find what? The question is what? Find fxx, find fxy, find fyy, find fyx. Can you imagine? Shall I repeat it? It's clear? Okay. So for first fxx is equal to what? We need to find fx. Why? So I'm going to find fx. I say is equal to cosine y plus 1, yeah? Derivative ex is ex. And for fxx, I want to find derivative of here again. So it will be what? Minus 0 xx. So first x is now means that find the derivative of here, partial derivative of here by x. So I'll get 0 plus what? Am I right? Clear. Now find fy. Yalla jamaat. Find fy. Yalla, fy. X is the number. Cosine will be sine plus. Can you imagine why? Ex is the number, derivative by y equal to 1. Sine, of course. Thank you. Tamam, that's good. Any question? Good. How about fyy? Means that derivative of here again by y. So minus x is number. Sine of y, cosine of y. E to power x, 0. Easy. Now tell me about fxy. تعبيرنا چه؟ First fx then y. كاتبه برون بو كوي. We need to check fx is equal to what? Vanya? Am I right? So fx is equal to here. Can you remember that one for me? Cosine y since fx is equal to cosine y now fxy equal to what? Exactly. Now derivative of here by y. So minus sine. Clear? Tamam? Now, how about finding fyx? I need to derive fy by x again for the second time. Am I right? Yalla. Derivative of here by x minus sine y. Am I right? Minus sine y. How about derivative of here? Itself. Vanya? Clear, dears? I think it's not hard. Any question? Hello? Our fx l'exam our job better. Ama fy then it is لما fxx to fxy بينا ليرة شو fyy fyx بينا. You got it, dears? بوي تسلسل كشو ليه تكنيك. Any question? This important things we have a mixed derivative theorem. Is what is about when these two they are equal. When fxy equal to fyx. Is every time they are equal? No. When they are equal. When look at the condition. If here's the answer. Fx alone is continuous. Fy alone is continuous. If xy is continuous, if yx is continuous, then what? Then that one will be what? Will be equal. Clears? If I ask you this one, this function, this example that we solve it together, are continuous or not? So let me go to the power PDF, is better. So I say the function is itself is continuous. Fx is it continuous? Yes. Y cosine continuous, e continuous, polynomial continuous. So fy is continuous. Again, yes. Now fxy is continuous. Yes. Fyx is continuous. Yes. So directly I say these two result. Sorry. This is fxy. Is continuous? Yes. This is fxy. Continuous? Yes. Now these two result, they will be what? They will be equal. Check and they are equal, right? Good. Any questions, dear, about the mix? Yalla. This is your duty. Can you do it for me? Use paper and pen and I will give you time to solve that one for me. Yalla, dears. يا جماعة يلا ألتشي find wxy. يلا Okay. The trick in this example is what? Is because the w is a continuous function, and listen to me, and partial w, let me write wx is equal to what? Wx y, right? The other will be 0, and wy will be what? طبعا w اللي هي هني هالزيادة. وهلا اخوي just rename it to, I don't know, to play with your minds. It's like a z, you can see called z because you have x, y, up to you. Okay, wy equal to what? X plus a y1 square, am I right? ey minus am I right? These one are continuous, and you can see. So directly, before do you know, because all of them they are polynomial plus and that one. So you can directly say, instead of finding partial, let's say w y by x, and because all of them they are continuous, so I am sure is they are what? They are equal. Okay, so they are equal. So directly I'm going to find what? Find wx is equal to y, then wxy will be 1. You got it, dears? Hello? Shall I repeat it? When you try to solve, sometimes when they give you some theorem, some things, some note, means that to help you. For example, you have a z is equal to something is very hard. If he asks you about zx, especially in your exercises, he says find the zxy. When you are trying to solve, maybe you need a half an hour and with the many lines. But when you change to zyx, maybe you need 10 minutes with 5 lines. You got it? The question is what? Can I do every time this one? No. When we can do like, when we use this one, when your conditions satisfy the mixed derivative theorem. Shall I repeat it for the third time, or you got all of you got the point? You got it? Yes? Hello? Good. No question? Good. So you are free. You can use the half an hour and correctly solve, or you can switch it and find the wxy and careful. Going to more and more partial derivative of higher order. So maybe you have a 3, 4, 5, x, y, z. It's easy because you got the question. Look at here. I think you know how to deal with that one. You have a y, then x. The nearest one is the first one. Y is the second, z is the third, for example, if you have like that. Or when I have fx, yx, means that first by x, second by y, third by x. So here means that yyx. How about here yyxx? Let me find together. Let us find this. Yalla. Yalla. Now, first of all, I need to find what? By z or by y? Thank you. So fy equal to what? 2xz, right? 2y plus x squared. Am I right? Hello? So it will be what? It will be 4xyz. Tamam? طبعا negative, of course. Thank you. Now next we have what? Fy by x means that here by x. Am I right? Yalla, I will get what? Minus 4yz plus 2x. The third one we have what? Again by y equal to what? minus 4z. Clear? Finally, by what? Fy, x, y, z. It will be what? Minus 4. That's all. You got it here? It's not hard. Needs a little bit time. Anything? Do you want to find anything? This is the continuity. We talked about the continuity in the previous one. We don't need to mention it here again. Example 8, you can just read it for more information. Clear, dears? It was 12.3, right? 14.3. Yeah. Good.